I wrote a theme song.
Are you gonna sing it?
Ready? Okay, let me get the beat first, real quick.
No,
This is what the pillow's for. Ready?
People barely log in for 10 minutes.
Welcome to Watcheando Movies. Welcome to Watcheando Movies. Welcome to Watcheando Movies. Welcome to Watcheando Movies. Where we talk about movies for an hour or so. Where we watch a movie and we talk about it for an hour or so. That's the gist of the podcast.
That was great.
That's it.
Our mascot should be a little cow now because of the way you said movies.
Hello, everyone.
That was great.
Hello, Andres.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello, Jazmin.
Hello, Ugo.
Hello. So, I think I'm going to use that for the rest.
No.
I'm going to cut that and post it everywhere.
No.
Okay. So, welcome to Watcheando Movies. So, Jazmin, you used to like movies, right?
Sure.
No, you don't.
I'm impartial. Nah, I don't know. I don't know.
Andres, do you like movies?
Yeah, I enjoy a good film every once in a while.
Oh, a film. Oh, so fancy.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm a film buff. Been one since 13. And basically, I'm just trying to reignite Jasmine's love for movies. And Andres is over there is trying to
become a better film buff myself.
Yeah. And sure, you could say the same for me, I guess. Yeah, that's the premise of the podcast. Anyways, with all that out of the way, Jazmin, you chose today's movie.
Yeah.
So what are we watching?
We're watching Missing Link.
Legend tells of a lost species, a link between man and beast. For centuries, he's lived in hiding, but at long last, he's reaching out and ready to be found.
It's still there. Excuse me. Hi. You can speak. Yes, and I write as well. My penmanship isn't great, but opposable thumbs and fat fingers,
Spoilers, of course.
Missing Link is written and directed by Chris Butler, who also did Paranorman. You watched that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I like Paranorman a lot.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a Disney movie, right?
No.
No? Oh, that's I'm thinking Frankenweenie.
Yeah.
Frankenweenie. They're the same, though, basically.
No.
No?
I haven't seen Frankenweenie.
It stars Hugh Jackman, Zoe Saldana, Zach Galifianakis, and Timothy I was going to say Timothy OnlyFans. Timothy Olyphant? Do you know who that is?
No. Is
No?
he the Western guy?
Yeah.
I don't know who he is, though.
Yeah.
Did he invent OnlyFans?
No. It's also produced by a company called Laika.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you know about it?
of course.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you want to explain it then?
No, they do stop motion animation.
They've done Coraline,
Mm-hmm.
Paranorman, The Box Trolls, and Kubo and the Two Strings.
Yeah.
And they're not. They don't usually make money.
Yeah.
Off their movies. It was released on April 12, 2019 in the U.S. It grossed $26.2 million worldwide on a budget of $102.3 million.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot of money for this movie, I feel like, right? $100 million?
I don't know.
Just like Captain Marvel?
I guess. I don't know.
That's wild. That's
How
a lot of
much
money.
are animations generally?
I don't know.
I mean, because it seems like it takes a long time.
Yeah, but it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it just adds up.
Especially for something that isn't a franchise and it's kind of like quirky and niche. And
Yeah.
yeah. Deadline reports that they lost $101.3 million manufacturing and marketing costs as well.
Wow.
Did you ever see like advertisements for this?
No? I don't know.
I feel like I saw a few of them, and then right when the movie came out, I saw nothing.
I don't remember when, I just know that initially this was kind of like a front runner, right, for the Oscars for Best Picture.
Well, because it won Golden
'cause it
Globe.
won the Golden Globe, and
yeah.
that was, I think, maybe the first time I heard about it.
Yeah. Did you watch any advertisements for this?
I don't remember ever seeing any trailers or anything about it. I knew about the movie because I saw the movie poster when I was in theaters.
Oh,
Like, I
yeah.
would
And
go visit it.
yeah. There's also like a flavor of slushy for it.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I remember. I do
What?
remember that.
Yeah, and that's all that costs a lot of money apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, so its opening weekend it made $5.9 million. So it opened ninth at the box office. It opened below movies that were already out.
Wow.
And it's the 12th worst opening ever for a movie that opened in 3,000 more theaters. And it's the worst opening for a movie that opened in 3,150 theaters. It's the lowest opener for Leica. So, but it has an 89% Rotten Tomatoes score.
Yeah.
Yeah. So critics liked it, but it has a 67% audience score.
Yeah.
So, there's a big description. That's what happens with Leica films all the time, though, I feel like, right? The critics like it more than the audiences.
I don't know. I feel like I like most of their films. There's probably two that I don't like
Box
as
Trolls?
much. Box Trolls and then this one.
Oh,
Probably my lowest
we're getting
rating.
into it already.
Man,
Yeah. Did you ever watch any of those Box Trolls and stuff?
I've seen
Coral?
Norman and Coraline,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and we watched
we
Kubo
saw
in theaters.
Kubo.
Oh, yeah,
We
yeah,
had a
yeah.
friend,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
I loved Kubo.
Yeah, Kubo's great.
Yeah.
What a shame.
Yeah.
Huh,
Paranorman, Coraline. I love Coraline. That's like one of my
Yeah, I
favorite.
love Coraline. That's
Uh,
my favorite one.
Yeah,
Of,
I love
Yeah.
them.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's just hit or miss with them.
I think the only box office winner, whatever, is Coraline probably. The only one that made money is probably Coraline.
Yeah.
So usually I read the consensus on Rotten Tomatoes,
Mm-hmm.
but this time I'm gonna read one positive review and one negative review.
Sounds good.
So the positive review comes from Kathleen Sachs over at Chicago Reader. She says the film is sophisticated in its revisionist take on the adventure genre, introducing social and ecological concerns into the mix, though its irreverent humor is still accessible to children. Here's a negative review from Grace Randolph over at Beyond the Trailer. Beautiful, but also boring. She's wild, though. Do you know who Grace Randolph is?
doesn't sound familiar.
She's a YouTuber. And she actually answered one of my questions on her show, and she said my name.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
you've shown me her
Yeah,
before.
yeah, yeah.
I know. I
That
know.
must make you feel special.
It's because I like the way white people say my name.
Yeah.
So, just Hugo Patino Cano. Anyway, yeah. So she has terrible taste in film, though.
Nice.
Nice.
So, I don't know. Like she loves Batman v Superman, and she was like saying Rotten Tomatoes is against DC. She was like the main proponent of that.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So what's your guys' consensus?
Well, I saw this last year when I rented it on Redbox, and I liked it. I liked it a bit. I wouldn't have watched it ever again, though. And
You're welcome.
so, Jazmin, why did you choose this movie, though?
Because it won the Golden Globe, but it lost the Oscar. So I was like, what? Is it because the Oscars just have a
Disney.
Disney preference or bias? And then I was like, I'm gonna see. I was like, okay, it probably didn't even deserve
nomination. What were your expectations with this movie?
I liked it a lot. Why you guys shitting on it?
I mean,
I
You know
understand.
what? I'm gonna say it's not up to par with other movies, but it's fine. I enjoy the animation. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
it always
lovely.
is.
So I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Not really about the movie, but for the Oscars Best Animated Feature, are they talking about it was the best movie that happened to be animated, or is it this is the best animated movie because of the way it looked, or how does that work?
I don't know.
You don't,
I think it's
nobody
just
knows.
I think animation's the only qualifying factor.
Yeah.
So it just has to be animated.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
animated movies can qualify for Best Picture, but they generally don't win because if they already won the Oscar for Best Animated Picture,
Yeah.
they don't usually win.
Also, Kubo was also nominated for Best Visual Effects as well.
Yeah. I mean, I think the visual effects animation is very, very well done, very fun.
Oh, they put a shit ton of
Yeah.
money into it. Yeah.
That's great. It looks
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
It doesn't look like other films, right? And
No.
it's great. I just thought the plot was kind of meh.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it. It's like a fun little. I don't know how well kids can enjoy it, if I'm being honest, but it's a fun little thing for me. It's like it can work as background noise as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just have it on and
So
go on Twitter or something.
So what would you give it? I'd give it 3 out of 5 stars.
What? We
already
do that
jumping
at the end of the
Oh, we do
episode.
it. Okay, cut this off.
Yeah. Well, did you? Well, you said you liked it, but did you have expectations for this?
No.
No.
I went in almost completely blind about this. Didn't even know any of the actors that were in it,
Yeah.
and pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Pleasantly surprised.
So,
I think I was expecting more, so I was kind of like,
what
it's
did
okay.
what did you like about it specifically?
So first of all, I've seen a lot of stop motion claymation movies,
Yeah.
and this one kind of like blew me away right in that opening
Yeah.
because it looks great, but when you see like the characters close up, their clothes are textured,
Yeah.
and that blew my mind. I was like, how did they do that? That looks amazing. Because I don't remember any of the other Leica. Is that what we said they
Yeah.
was called? I don't remember any of those clothes looking like that,
They look
except
like
for like the raincoat in Coraline, but that's different. That's different texture.
they look like toy clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this, it looks textured like real clothes. It was great.
Yeah, I don't know anything about animation, so I can't offer any insight into that. You know more because you used to draw and stuff, right?
When I was in high school, my dream job was to be an animator.
Yeah. So
And then I got depressed.
sorry. Yeah, so you probably know more about animation than me. So you could probably offer more insight into this.
Maybe not a lot, but
Yeah, I don't really. Do you want to do favorite scenes? Because I'm like, I don't know what to do with that part anymore. Do you want to do favorite scenes?
I was thinking really hard what my favorite scene is.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking more like my favorite joke.
Yeah.
Became my favorite scene.
Yeah,
So I could do that. I could tell you like what was my favorite joke.
Sure.
yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So my personal favorite one was during the first fight at the saloon, and Mr. Link is looking at the wolf, and the wolf like growls at him.
Yeah.
And then he gets down and does this giant growl back.
Yeah,
And then everyone just stops for a second. And then the wolf looks at his
yeah,
handler and then starts attacking him instead. I love that.
yeah.
That was great.
I love the face of the wolf as well because it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say my favorite joke too. My favorite joke is when they're trying to steal the map, and then Hugh Jackman, I don't know the character. Hugh Jackman tells the missing Link to climb the wall, and then he like starts doing a run up, and he just trips and breaks through the wall, and that makes me laugh a lot.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah. All right, Jazmin, do you have anything?
Well, I didn't do a joke. But I really liked I like Andy said the intro scene was really great, but also like when they're in the ship and it's swaying, it has kind of like that like Inception-esque.
Oh
type of
yeah,
feel
yeah,
to
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that. Like
And
that was like Inception. to me.
Yeah, and the way because obviously it's like there's probably like is it filmed like with a tiny camera or something? It's
Yeah.
probably like they had to manipulate it that way for it to like
Yeah.
change.
Well, they take series of pictures, right?
Yeah, so I was like,
Yeah.
well, that
Yeah.
was really well done.
Yeah, pretty good as well. I'd say better than Inception.
Wow.
That's the one. Yeah. So I don't really know how to guide the conversation with a movie like this.
Well, if you think about it, it's very out of like other animations where it's just like hand drawn. This was kind of actually like molded and probably like framed
Yeah.
more similarly. So maybe a lot of things can overlap.
Well, let's see then. Did you guys notice anything?
I feel like compared to other Leica films, this color palette was a lot softer, more pastel, more bright.
Orange.
Orange, pinks, purplies, blues. It was very pretty. I
It's-
feel like
it-
a lot of
yeah.
Leica's films tend to be kind of like muted colors or like dark colors. Obviously, I feel like they usually tend to have like spookier
Yeah.
themes to them.
I haven't seen the Trolls one, but that one, Paranorman, and Coraline all have
Gray.
the colors fit that world more though, and this
Yeah.
one's more lively.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I really like it.
It's like a focus on nature too, so that's why it's like that
Yeah.
sort of natural. Yeah, natural,
Natural.
colors. Yeah. Yeah.
There was this cool scene transition at one point. They did
With
there's
the
a
map?
couple of ones. Yeah, the one with the map is the one I was gonna talk about
Yeah.
though. When we're just looking at the map, and then we're just focusing on these straight lines on the map, and then those straight lines like fade into the boat area.
Oh yeah, they did that a lot with the map, and then
Yeah.
also like when they went to India, and then it turned into like the elephant stepping.
Yeah, they did a lot of cool things with the
Yeah,
map.
yeah.
I like those.
Mm. Cool.
I was watching a little video, and I think an insider video, and then the director was saying how he wanted to have like aspects of like around the world in 80 days,
Mm.
and I think that's where that map kind of
Thing
comes
came
into
from.
it. I don't know.
I've never seen the original.
Me either. So I don't know.
Has Cantinflas in it though.
Nice.
Also, the music in this, if it all the music fits the themes of the area they're in at that part.
What do you mean?
Like when they're in India, the music is like Indian themed. When they're in the saloon, it's like cowboyish themed.
Mm.
Things like that, and I really like that. That was fun.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't
Those
think
are
I
things
noticed
that I feel like you don't really see outside of kids' movies
Yeah.
Yeah.
as much.
Right. You mean like more obvious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're very fun and
Yeah.
they fit nice. I don't know what else I noticed.
Yeah. Well, I think with animation for me, it's like I just lose everything. Like I watch animated movies, but it's not like an obsession with mine like some people.
So you like don't know how to break it down, is what you're
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, exactly.
So you're a
yeah.
horrible
So,
film buff.
yeah.
You found your weakness.
Let's talk about the writing, I guess. Right? I have a feeling it's going to be a very short episode.
I feel like it was kind of weak.
The writing?
The plot and everything. I feel like there weren't that many things at stake, right? 'Cause I guess, and I mentioned like 80 days around the world, right? But like, because there's like that wager, right? They're like, oh, if I do this, you let me into your club, and I feel like something similar happens, right? In the 80 days.
I can't remember.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think so. But then I'm like, and then Link wants to find his family. And I just feel like the other I guess stories have like heavier
Themes.
heavier themes and heavier things at stakes, right? So like Coraline, obviously, like she can get devoured by the other mother, and then Kubo's trying to like defeat this evil villain who just like killed his mom and dad. Something.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
And
and they both have like strong family themes.
Yeah, and this one I feel like it was very weak. Even Box Trolls had over like a more of like family theme to
Yeah.
it, and I know for a while they're like advertising it as like pro blended families, pro like LGBTQ families.
Box Trolls?
Yeah, there's like a big
What?
controversy with Box Trolls because I think on the trailer it showed like a same sex couple. So
I
like
remember
so I don't know.
that.
I just feel like
Crazy.
I don't know. I feel like it was a fun story, but I didn't feel like I necessarily cared all too much for the characters.
I mean, I can see that kind of like why you feel that way about the story. I like how the characters are written though. I really enjoyed all of them. I really liked Mr. Link, how he's very literal.
Susan, excuse
Susan,
me.
yeah.
Susan, yeah. Is this supposed to be a girl? Because the Hugh Jackman's like, that's a girl's name. He's like,
You're
yeah.
like, yes.
I don't know. He's, well, then the guy was like, you need to wear trousers, you need to cover up, and then it was like implied there was like something downstairs. No,
I don't know.
I don't know. But I guess yes, Susan's probably my favorite. Missing Mr. Link is my favorite character.
It's very simple, and it's telling, and its goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just you need to go to one place. Well, technically, when did we learn that? Like 10 minutes in or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's not a lot of like.
There was like a lot of internal conflict.
Yeah,
feel
it's
like,
very
right?
straightforward.
It was
Like
very everything was external, and I feel like in other Leica films, there's also like internal issues,
Yeah.
right? Because I'm gonna compare a lot to the other ones. 'Cause
Coraline.
I really like the other ones. Coraline, it was like her relationship with
With
her
her mom, yeah.
parents, and then with Kubo, it was like also his relationship with his parents, their death, their injustice kind of thing.
Mhm.
And Paranorman, it was him being different, being ostracized by his peers because he saw ghosts, and all of that kind of like kind of blended into like the overall themes and like the external conflict as well. And I feel like this one was a lot weaker in that sense because it's kind of, I think it was trying to make like a, what is it, like don't try to fit in, right, or something like that.
is that what it was saying?
I think so. And also kind of like is it kind of like a, what's that thing people say, colonizers type of thing where it's like, oh, we need to make them sophisticated, rah, rah, rah. And then like Mr. Link or whatever, the Yetis were also like, ugh, these people are, ugh.
They even call him a
beneath us.
redneck.
Yeah. So I don't know if that. I don't know. I just feel like the themes are kind of weaker in this one.
It's shallow, I think is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Where that's why I didn't really care about like I watch Coraline all the time,
Yeah.
but like this is kind of it's like a ride I wouldn't really want to go back on. It's like what's that? It's a Small World.
Yeah.
Like where it's like yeah,
We
it's
don't wanna
nice.
get what? That's not a good comparison.
Yeah, it's more like you sit there and you go through it, you enjoy the visuals.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make you think that hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not very memorable, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that either.
So about acting.
Voice acting?
Voice acting.
Because voice acting that's next. Voice acting is kind of different from acting.
Yeah.
I'm not trained in any capacity in voice acting.
Are you trained in some capacity with acting?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know a lot about voice acting either, Andy.
So my favorite was I can't pronounce his name.
Zach Galifianakis?
Yes. While watching this, I was like, that voice sounds a little familiar, but I don't really know who it is.
Mhm.
I didn't really know it was him until I finished the movie. I really liked it.
Really? I feel
Yeah.
like it's very obvious that it's him, no?
I mean, now that I know, it's like, oh, that should have clicked a lot sooner.
Yeah.
But I really liked him. I
Yeah.
really liked the
How he
just the way
personified?
he used that voice for this character. I
Mhm.
felt it fit really fun. I wasn't expecting that voice for this character.
It's like a high pitched nerd.
Yeah, and it was great. He was great.
Yeah.
It made him a lot more lovable, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he was great.
I think I didn't know that was Hugh Jackman.
I
at
think
first.
he was the I only knew Hugh Jackman and Zach Galifianakis. I was like, who is playing? I don't remember the.
Zoe Saldana?
Yeah, I didn't. I was like, who is that? Who is that?
Why is she doing an accent? That's
I mean, what? She's Puerto Rican, right?
She's Dominican.
Is she?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
I think you're right.
Yeah, she speaks Spanish at some point, right? What is she supposed to be Spanish? I think, right?
I think she's supposed to be like Mexican.
Yeah, because they went to L.A., right?
Yeah,
At that
went
part.
to California or something.
Yeah, when they met up with her.
Ah.
So
Yeah.
I did not pay attention very well. I guess. This takes place in America. He goes to America.
He goes
That's where he
to,
picks up
Washington
Mr.
or
Link
Oregon.
in
or
America.
something.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ah.
like right on the border of Canada, I think, is where he picks them up,
Yeah.
and then they go over to California to find the map.
Wow, those trips make it seem like it was a lot shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
It's a cute. Yeah, Zoe Saldana does an accent. She's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one part when they were in the car and Hugh Jackman was explaining something. She goes, excuse me. It's my turn. Yeah. I can't say anything about anything else about it. Timothy Olyphant, I think, does a great job with
Oh yeah, that was great. Yeah.
with the little raspy,
Yeah.
very handsome guy.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to envision him, and
Yeah.
I just see this little short guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. It was good. It was fine.
Yeah, I enjoyed the acting.
Well, we talked about score already, right?
Yeah.
It's nice
I
and
don't-
that it fits its theme. Yeah.
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 I noticed it in terms of like, I feel like it's pretty similar to like silent films. Score in kids' films is very similar to silent film scores, where like it sort of like tracks with movement a lot of
Oh,
this
yeah,
time
yeah.
as well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that's the only thing I noticed. But that's like a general sort of thing in children's animation is like, beep, bong, boom, that sort of like.
Yeah.
They do the violin with the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
cinematography.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it is
It's wonderful.
wonderful.
It's great. They
I've-
did a
I don't know,
beautiful
yeah.
job. That's the saving grace.
The
It's done very well. I love the opening scene. Beautiful colors, the water, everything. Even the fur, right? Because fur is
Yeah.
like super hard, super hard to animate. I
Mhm.
think that's why they waited so long to do like was it Monsters Inc. Because Sully was a big obstacle. So yeah, they did really good. They're very detail oriented, the way Andy said it with the clothing, even just like the hair movement when there's wind. Very, very beautifully done.
All right. We're just, running through these. Editing. We talked about editing already with
Did
the
we?
little transitions.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
those transitions
Fun-
are
Yeah.
great.
Fun editing.
Yeah.
Fun editing. Yep.
And then directing. Great. That's great. Directing and animation is really hard because, like, in real life, you can just be like, do another take. And in animation, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You're like stuck. You have to like judge everything early on. Like you have to do it on the
Yeah,
storyboards.
Man.
So like you're very stuck to a certain thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then
yeah.
if you're like, ugh, we messed up. You have to do it
All
all
over
over
again.
again. Oh, God.
We forgot to put his hat in one shot,
Yeah.
and now we gotta go back.
Yeah. I think it was that, like, the scene where they're, the ice breaks or whatever. It took them a year to film that scene.
A year?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Amazing.
Oh, it's a shame you don't make any money.
It's for the love of the craft, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, that's because the guy who founded Leica is the son of a billionaire.
Oh, okay.
And, so he just funds whatever he wants.
That's good.
And he's the brother of the woman who founded Annapurna, who also distributed this.
Okay, yeah.
And her studio also does not make any money. They just let artists do whatever they want with the blank check.
That's
Basically.
fine.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's great there's people like that in the industry, you know?
Yeah, they're not gonna, they never last, obviously, because
They don't make
Yeah.
money.
they don't make money. So
But they give people chances just to do what they want.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
like her,
Yeah.
yeah, that's good. So
Wow.
yeah, what would you guys change?
I wonder if they went wrong in making this a movie with adults.
You mean it should have been with children?
Maybe. I don't know. Because I feel like there just seems to be so much more heart to their films.
When it's a child
Yeah.
protagonist.
And this one just felt kind of, is it because adults are heartless? Is that what they're saying? And like Link is the closest thing to like a childlike like mentality.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there should have been more things at stake.
Mhm.
Like, not once did I feel like somebody's life was at stake, and in all the other films, I feel like someone was about to die.
I feel like, there was like more intensity when
Yeah.
we were watching Kubo,
Mm-hmm.
or even with Coraline. Where
Yeah,
it's-
and Paranorman too, because like that evil witch girl, or yeah. You haven't seen Paranorman? You should
No.
watch it. It's really good. Yeah, I just like there's nothing at stake. Like, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? He's not gonna get into that dumb club. Whoa.
And at the end, he's like, I don't care about
Yeah,
the
so
club
I'm
anymore.
like, is it like maybe he was gonna get murdered, or they're gonna kill Link?
Yeah, the
or
Yetis,
something?
I think that's like but like at that point, I don't.
But they're like,
care.
I'm just like, there's like not much at stake here.
Yeah.
Like, why do I care about their journey? Because Link is sad and lonely, I guess. I mean, not that I'm being.
And
mean.
it's like, we're never really reminded that he is lonely.
Yeah.
Like, we're
But
never.
he's just
yeah.
like, da, 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 da.
Yeah, he looks.
Yeah.
Well, I
there
guess maybe
should've
that's the
been-
point
there
where
should've been
where he
moments
finds
where
happiness
he
with
felt,
that
like,
guy.
sad and lonely or something, or
Mhm.
where he noticed that what's his face? I don't know, the Hugh Jackman's
Yeah.
character was being mean, and like they
Mm.
separated or something. Right? I feel like there wasn't like a
And then they
moment.
made up.
Yeah.
Like a romantic comedy.
Yeah. Okay, wait, essentially, but like there was not really much to like
Yeah.
pull at my heartstrings. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
this
Because
is-
always Saldana just goes, "You're an asshole." And I'm
yeah.
like,
I was
"Okay."
like, bye.
But he doesn't even like.
They're like, and their romance
Notice.
is kind of like, whatever.
And I mean, she leaves at the end
Yeah,
anyway.
which
Yeah.
is fine, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just gonna do my own thing.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
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 What about you? What would you change?
Nothing.
So obviously, I thought this movie looked great. I really love the art style, and I really like the character designs. But there's a couple of things on Lionel Frost. Every time he came out, I would always look at
true.
his nostrils. They're like at the very edge of his nose, and they're just like little slits cut off.
Nice.
And I feel like if they took off the nostrils and then his nose was just a big nose, it'd look cleaner, more simple design, more of a less is more type of thing. Also, all the characters have blush. That's fine. They look great. But Lionel
big
Frost also
noses.
has like these blue on his eyes, and then his blush is like right next to his eyes, and it looks like he got beat up. I don't know if you guys thought that.
Who's
but, like,
Lionel Frost?
That's
Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman.
yeah, the main character.
Yeah.
Hugh
Oh,
Jackman.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Once you said Frost, I remembered the letter that Link wrote, and it said Mr. Frost, and I was like, okay, I remember.
All right.
So yeah. So I feel like the blush being really red next to his eyes that are already purple made his character look like he just like got beat up or something. So I feel like either take off the purple or take off the red.
So Andrew loved the story,
Yeah.
but
I enjoyed the story for what it was.
Yeah.
I see what you guys are saying, but I thought it was perfectly fine. It was this very like simple, easy
Yeah.
thing to take
I
in.
guess I
Yeah.
wanted
And-
more.
I'd be.
I understand,
I'd
but I
be-
feel like I can rewatch this many times.
Oh, really?
And not get bored
I can
personally.
rewatch it too.
I don't think I could rewatch it anymore.
Just background.
It's just like that. I was like, that's enough. Like, I didn't even want to finish it. Honestly, I'm like,
I watched it 2 times.
yeah. You did?
Yeah, I watched
Nice.
it this morning.
Nice. Just to remind yourself. It's short. It's a very
Yeah.
short movie.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
short.
Yeah. So what would you guys rate it then? Unless you have anything else to add.
I think that's just about the only things that
Yeah.
would change.
Okay.
Or just little
What
character
about you,
designs.
Hugo?
Or anything in general. I'd probably, I talked to you. So that's,
Okay.
yeah. Well, I think we're on agreement. I think with the amount of money that they spent, they probably should have picked a different script.
Damn. And like completely change everything.
And just
like,
completely change everything.
waste more money.
No, I mean, like, they
Or
should have, like,
spend more
like
money.
before, like, choosing this one, they should have been like, maybe not. Maybe we go for more, I don't know, some other epic story rather than like a small quaint little thing.
Yeah.
And I understand like that's probably like nice where, this type of story never gets told in that format.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't
Oh,
know,
yeah.
yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
not that this isn't a bad movie, but it's just
It's not
it's
forever.
enough. Yeah. What do you guys rate it?
4.5 out of 5.
Well, pretty good.
Nice, 9 out of 10. Wow.
3 out of 5. A C.
3.5 out of 5.
Okay.
You give it a D, Jasmine.
Oh, I don't know how to do math. I said C. What's a C?
3.5.
I'll give it a
C.
3.
I'll give it a 3. You don't pass. Okay, that's the shortest episode we've ever done.
Because we don't know
Maybe na-
anything about it.
Maybe now people will actually listen to the full episode
Probably, honestly, it's probably working our
instead
favor.
of leaving after 10 minutes. We see you guys.
Our goal is to watch more animated movies then.
Well,
Be better
my next pick
educated.
is not an
Anomalisa.
animated movie.
That's okay.
Anyway, yeah, so, Jasmine picked this movie. And last week I told Andres to pick a movie that we're going to watch next week. And the criteria is the same. Certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, a movie he hasn't seen yet. And preferably if it was on Netflix. But
Or
so,
Hulu. Mine was on Hulu.
yeah, or just some streaming in general. So, what movie did you pick?
I picked Gerald's Game.
What is
Ooh.
that?
It's a Stephen King adaptation.
Mhm.
It's a Netflix original. It was made by Netflix. And it's
Oh.
got a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Nice. Is it certified fresh though?
What
You
does that
know?
mean?
Oh, man, I didn't check. Let's see how many reviews it's got.
Wait, what is it?
If it's not, then we're out. Oh, yes, certified fresh.
All right.
Woo.
Woo. Okay.
Because I didn't have any other options.
Gerald's Game. All right.
Yes.
When did it come out?
2018, I think.
2018. Okay. Well, it's a horror
Oh,
movie.
I think
It
I've
is
seen
a
this
horror.
one.
You seen this one?
I think I've seen this
Well,
one.
I haven't. So.
Fantastic.
good.
Neither have I.
All right. So
Yeah.
we're gonna be quite a contrast, I'd say.
I wanted to pick horror because horror is my favorite genre.
Yeah, it's good.
Fantastic.
Great. All
I
right.
think I
So
don't remember.
you
Have I
can-
seen this? I feel like I have. I don't remember.
I think my dad's probably seen it. Because my dad watches anything on Netflix.
Nice.
Yeah. So you can follow me at Gen Z Cool.
You can follow me at Andy_030.
You can't follow me.
Okay. All right. So thank you for listening.
Good night. I love you.
A friend like you. No, but I'm not too sure what I'm always searching for. But I'm searching each day till the day gets late and I wake up on the floor. Buddy, I don't know, well, just where that river flows. Yeah, all I see, that's got.